Happy Halloween! Today I'm here with two of my really good friends. We have Mary and Bradie. We are going to be painting little pumpkins for Halloween. So not only are we painting pumpkins today, but I'm going to throw in a twist. The twist is going to be that I am going to ask you guys questions while we're painting. The goal is that this is going to make for some interesting commentary during the painting. So we'll make the video a little bit more interesting instead of everyone on the other side of the camera watching us paint pumpkins and not speak.
Yeah.
Because y'all are funny.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
You ready? Okay. Yeah. Let's do it. So my first question, we're going to start off easy.
Okay.
What are your majors?
Okay. I'm a secondary education social studies with a concentration in history and a double minor in music history and history.
I am a Bachelor of Science in Music with a concentration in live audio.
Wow. I don't think I've ever heard it said like that, but
That's
like it.
exactly what it is.
I like it. That sounds fancy. So I am a music education major. Pretty basic.
You have a different concentration.
Instrumental.
Yes.
Yeah. Instrumental music education. Currently in residency. Res 1 at a middle school. What do you want to do with your degree when you graduate?
Make money.
I would like to go back to my old high school. That's the dream. The dream is to go back to my old high school. But honestly, any high school or middle school in my home district. First of all, I'm teaching history, which is not everyone's cup of tea, and I get that. It's not everyone's favorite. Not a lot of people like history.
I personally like history a lot.
Thank you. I'm glad some people do.
I think it's interesting.
It is. It's interesting to me. It's just one big story, and we have everything. So like, I feel like people don't realize that like, if with history you get a little bit of everything. I'm like, you like math? Okay, cool. We have math. So we kind of just have it all, and I'm very excited to teach it. And I also just like, I want people to like understand that history is so important for us to see where we've come and see where we're going.
And to not repeat it.
Yes, and to not repeat. Most people say we learn history to not repeat it, but I think it's also just like, it's a study of humanity and how we interact with one another, and I find that really fascinating because I think people are just also really fascinating. One of my professors likes to use the analogy that history is a kaleidoscope, where you can look at one thing and it looks different, but then if you look at it through a different perspective, it looks different to everyone else, and I really like that analogy.
I remember my last history class that I took actually over the summer. Our teacher had us watch documentaries that had raw footage, live footage. There were no recreations in it, so I actually got to see real things and real events happening on camera and real pictures, and the people who were interviewed were actually there. It was really cool.
That's my favorite part.
I like that we have those resources. Bradie, do you have anything specific that you would like to do with your degree? Like, what can you do with a live audio degree?
We're getting taught to be the guy back with the soundboard at like a big rock concert or at a church or something, flipping all the buttons and turning the mics on and off and mixing it so that it sounds good. And there's like so many opportunities that you can go with that. You could go on tour with a band, or you could park yourself at a venue that a lot of music happens at. Or you could go work with a company that makes the PA systems or installs the PA systems. Honestly, I have no idea what I want to do. I just like having all the options.
Yeah, that's a lot of options. But when they came out with that degree, I seriously considered switching to it, but then
Live audio or the
live audio.
So.
Yeah. But then I was kind of like,
You're so far in.
I'm so far in,
Yeah,
and
honestly.
starting a new degree now would not be part of my timeline, really.
Yeah.
Like, I've known probably since high school that I wanted to be a teacher. Always been kind of told, like, I think you're going to be a teacher when you grow up. But then music happened and band and took over my life. But I respect the heck out of people who just swapped over.
If I'd had one more year in engineering, I could not have swapped over.
I could not have done that degree. Because it sounds like a smart people degree. And I am a smart people, but not mathy smart.
Yeah, there does
Yeah.
be a fair bit of math.
I'm not mathy smart. I barely passed the one college math class that I had to take. And I'm proud of that. I took it online, but I accidentally took an accelerated course. So instead of the whole semester, it ended halfway through the semester. What is your favorite type of music? Specific names of like people or bands is okay.
If it's sound, I'll listen to it.
I'm always down to listen to anything, honestly. Except for like basically like screamo music, like really hard metal music.
Yeah.
I just can't get behind it. Like some of my best friends, that's like their favorite music genres, and I'm like, all power to you. There's different strokes for different folks, but it's just not for me. But personally, right now, my favorite music is like, yeah. My favorite band right now is Lovejoy.
We know.
Yeah. We made a playlist together for last choir tour that we could just all listen to like some of our all-time favorite music, and I just put the entire discography of Lovejoy on there.
The entire discography.
Okay, there's not a lot.
There was a lot. Every other song was Lovejoy.
Okay, there's only 3 EPs. Okay, I'm sorry. Every
other
song is
song.
good.
Whenever I pull up this playlist, every other song is either Lovejoy or something from Grease. You'll be so happy. I was listening to the Corral playlist the other day, and one of them Lovejoy songs came
One
up.
of them Lovejoy songs came out.
And it was a whole bop, and it made it onto one of my other playlists.
Oh, which one was it?
I have no idea, but it was a bop.
I also really enjoy like older music. I grew up listening to folk music, like proper like 40s, 50s, and 60s like
Nice.
folk music, because it's what my dad grew up with. My dad was born in 41, so like that stuff is like his jam, and so that's what he showed me. Peter, Paul, and Mary was like one of my biggest inspirations. I wanted to meet Mary Travers for the longest time. I love John Denver, Gordon Lightfoot, the Eagles, Bread, Simon and Garfunkel. Music is the reason I still have such fond memories of my dad, and why I love singing is because of these memories and experiences that I had with him.
I mean, I listen to a really wide variety of stuff.
I do too.
I love listening to the playlist, and just every once in a while, Hayden will just pop up out of nowhere.
One thing that you put on the playlist that I was introduced to, I'm probably gonna butcher the name because I can't distinguish the title of the song from the person. Steam Powered Giraffe. Giraffe. I love the giraffe.
I love them. They're so fun.
Yeah. I am also a person that just likes almost everything you play.
Yeah.
My go-tos right now are Imagine Dragons.
What a classic.
I don't know why. It's hitting things right now.
I feel like you listen to a lot of like video game soundtracks.
Oh my gosh, video game
Hollow
soundtracks.
Knight.
Hollow Knight.
Amori.
Zelda.
Yes. Zelda. Oh, Undertale and Deltarune. Those.
I got Hollow Knight on sale. That's the only
I
reason
also
got
got Hollow Knight on sale, and I've yet to open it
Ugh,
because, well, see, my problem is commitment. I start a game and then I don't feel committed enough to continue when I get frustrated. That's why I play a lot of online games where it's not a story-based.
I love story-based games though.
Right now, I'm on Deep Rock Galactic.
How long have you been playing that game? Because I feel like
Since
you've been
March.
I feel like you've been
Since
playing
March
that for
of 2023. Coming up on 7 months of playing this game, and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. They're space dwarves, and they fight bugs. Another game that I like that, you know, a lot of people don't think I would actually enjoy, but I enjoy very much, is called The Binding of Isaac.
Really?
All of those soundtracks? The soundtrack, okay.
I got it on Steam.
I have to
really
justify
need to play
myself. One of my friends was playing it and streaming it to me so that I could watch. I was multitasking. I wasn't actually watching the game. I was just listening to the music. and laughing every time he died.
It goes so hard.
And it was so good. So I finally started watching it. And I thought, well, this game is extremely dark, and I kind of like it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't play it as often as I would like to because I have school and other things.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it.
Tasty.
It's so good. It's so dark, but it's so good. It's such
Really
a
gory.
deep storyline with it, too. It's so good. But yeah, that's another soundtrack I listen to. So I guess my moral of the story here is video game soundtracks are really good. What led you to choir? What experience or something led you to say, I'm going to be in choir?
Okay, do you want like the elementary school version or the how I got into chorale version?
Both. I love both.
I would actually like to hear
Okay.
both.
I come from a very musical family. Both of my maternal grandparents are retired music professors, like college music professors. So I grew up, my mom sang, my grandparents sang, and I have an uncle who's like a big time percussionist. I was in preschool choir as like this big.
Oh, no,
Because my mom ran the preschool choir.
Oh.
And so, of course, me and my brother were in it. So then I was in children's choir, then I was in the teen choir, then I was in the adult choir. In middle school, they wouldn't let me do both choir and band. And so I had to pick. And I picked band.
You're pushing
Because
it.
I was scared of singing. Anyway, so we get to college, and I'm still doing marching band, because marching band is life, obviously.
Yeah.
And then me and a friend of mine sit down for lunch, because like we had lunch like just about every week, because that was what we did. And she was like, you know, you should audition for chorale. I hear the way you sing and all this, that, and the other. You should audition for chorale. The last day to audition is Monday. This was Friday at lunch. And so I went that afternoon, and I went into a practice room for the first time. Ran through a song that I knew, and then I walked over to Dr. Zamer's office, and I sang my song, and we did the sight reading and the like range test, and I got in. Now I'm a vocal major.
Yeah, yes you are. You take vocal lessons.
And I'm not in marching band anymore.
Well, so I also have a funny get into chorale story. My first exposure to choir at all was in college.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Concert choir, because we were forced to be in it as a music major for one semester. Just figuring it out for the first time. Completely confused. Have no idea what I'm doing. I just know that I've always been told I was going to be a soprano, so I picked soprano 1. And we're hitting high G sharps, and I didn't.
And you hit them.
And I hit them, but I was like, is that a good thing, or
Yeah.
is that good?
Yeah.
I didn't
No
know.
good.
Dr. Zamer emailed me and said, I want you in chorale.
My man.
And this was when Zoom auditions were happening. Because
Yeah.
COVID.
Oh, gross.
COVID.
Yeah, I would not have auditioned.
So he just said, here's some times that I'm available, let me know, and we'll have a Zoom call. Really good job, I'll let you know. I'm not getting it. And he sent it out, and I thought, no way. And it was a soprano 1, and I was like, really? You think I'm actually a soprano? Now I'm a diehard soprano.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a diehard alto.
Yeah,
You are. How I got into chorale was singing in general. I've been singing literally my whole life. And then in like 5th grade, there was like an after school choir. And I was like, yeah, sure, it's singing. I always liked going to music class. And I had so much fun that in 6th grade, I was like, okay, great, I'm going to keep doing choir. I was a soprano 1.
Wow.
From 5th grade all the way to my sophomore year of high school, I was singing soprano 1. I grew an ego.
I did in concert choir.
I grew the ego. If you knew me in middle school, I'm so sorry. Junior year, he finally decides to voice test us. And he voice tests us, and he looks me dead in the eyes, and he's like, you've been singing soprano 1? I was like, yeah. He's like, you're an alto. He's like, you got a low range. He's like, you're going to sing alto 2.
Bruh.
And I was like, huh?
Bruh.
So I go to college. I come here to Tech, and I start out as music education. So I was a choir kid. So I started out in concert choir. Freshman year, second semester, COVID happened. That's what happened. So we all got sent home. I auditioned the fall semester my freshman year, and I didn't get in. I feel like a couple weeks later, I get the email with the roster, and I see that I made it. And I cried. I was so happy I made it. I did my re-audition, because you have to re-audition at the end of the year, end of the school year. So like at the end of the spring semester, you have to re-audition. And I got back in, and I was like, this is just something I'm going to continue doing. So you almost put that in your cider.
I worked so hard to get that cider for you.
And so I just continued doing it. I continued being in chorale, and I continued taking my vocal lessons. Those are my two favorite things out of the entire program that I enjoyed.
Just noticed the face.
That is the standard of Joaquin. This is Joaquin the Fifth. He is much beloved to me. He has a face. It's about this big. He's beautiful. Love him, or else.
What is your favorite memory with this group? It was when we were in Florida. Mm-hmm. My favorite memory was running around Universal with y'all all day. Yes. And just having fun.
There was this one time, last fall, that I recorded part of Chorale because I wanted to get a recording of this one song that we sang because I loved it so much. And I don't remember what I was trying to record, but I ended up recording The Other Side.
Oh. I know what you're talking about.
I got this clip. We do this whole big chord, and pause, and PT just goes, where? On the other side.
Also, one of my favorite memories from Florida was when we were going to ride Gringotts, Escape from Gringotts. And I'm terrified of roller coasters, but I told myself that I was going to ride every single roller coaster in the Harry Potter world. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. And so I just so happened that me and Lily are sitting next to each other in the front row. And I'm having the time of my life, okay?
Your eyes were closed half the game.
No, it wasn't! No, they were not!
Yes, they were. I looked over at you at one point, and your eyes were like cinched shut. You're like this.
Okay, there was when we were falling.
We were not falling. We were looking at a screen. I think
when we tilted,
something came out.
A spider or
something.
No.
It was something that
Spiders
people
were in the Hogwarts one.
In the Hogwarts one, my eyes were completely cinched shut.
I'm in a different place. I like screaming.
I just like that when the dragon popped up, it was like right in front of your face.
Oh yeah, I got a face full of dragon breath.
Yeah,
I had to clean my glasses afterwards.
It was great. I love that part.
That's hilarious.
But no, I was having the time of my life on Gringotts. Like that's my favorite ride.
And we're back. We sat here for like what, an hour?
Something like that.
Something like that. Chit-chatting and painting. What are these called? Pumpkins. I about call them rocks. Painting pumpkins. And this is what we've come up with.
I colored it the luller, and I put little ghosties on it. When the little blushing, I have one that kind of looked like a little heart because I didn't know what to do. They're very abstract, and then my favorite color is dark blue, so I did the stem with dark blue and some little sprinkles, dots.
Very cute, very cute.
Mine's got sprinkles.
It's also got sprinkles.
It's got he's a donut. This is Joaquin the Fifth. He has the standard genetic trait of the Joaquins. This is a little tiny smiley face. He's a donut. He has chocolate icing and rainbow sprinkles, and he's very cute.
And I painted my rock completely. My rock! It's not a rock! It's a pumpkin! It's a pumpkin! I painted my pumpkin purple and wrote boo on it.
Boo.
Boo! I don't know how I feel about the way I did the bee.
I kind of like it. It's cute.
It's okay.
It's like stylistic.
It's a little stylistic.
It's a little stylistic. Yeah, it's really pretty. I did the stem white for no good reason. And I think it's very spoopy.
It's very spooky.
It's very spoopy.
Very spooky.
We all got the spoops.
We all get the
Spoops.
spoops.
The spoop, the spoops. The spoops.
The spooks.
The spoops.
And
What was your favorite part of this?
socializing.
Yeah,
Socializing.
socialization. I feel like that's a thing that people forget to do in college.
Yeah,
Socialize.
especially just genuine, wholesome pumpkin painting fun
Yeah.
where you don't have any other motive in mind but to just
Have
sit
fun.
here and be creative.
I kind of like talking about like the past, I guess.
Talking
I don't
about
think
life.
about it enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, talking about other things and making each other laugh. I enjoyed the laughing part very much. I had fun with you guys. Thank you for being on my channel for me.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. It's been a while since I've had new people on the channel, so it's very fun. Maybe we can have a bigger party. Thank you guys for coming. I had a good time. I love your pumpkins. They're
As you
very,
should.
very cute.
Add or subtract from the population.
Yeah, in the wise words of our wonderful choral professor, Dr. Zamer, do not add or subtract from the population. Stay safe. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, which is a lot. Use common sense. Just stay safe. Look both ways before crossing the street.
Don't take candy wrappers that look suspicious.
Yes.
Check your candy.
Yes.
Aww.
Have fun.
Scare a couple people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite part.
Boo. With that, I'll see everybody next week. Bye. So today, they might be a little crunchy.
Paintbrushes
But
were
they're
made to be
clean.
a little crunchy.
They're clean, but they might be crunchy.